outside. Then finally laughing is fourth, Roll Along Cash, and trailing Run Wild as they make their way up the backside. First time led by the leader Action Raider, out a length and a half. Katahdin Country perfectly spotted in the 2-hole trip second. Then racing third, Bob's Birthday. He's found some real estate now and is racing back in third. Finally laughing fourth after an opening quarter of 30-1. Then racing back in fifth on the inside, Roll Along Cash, and he's going to roll along with some cover now. Moving from fifth as finally laughing has made the first up move and driving up now third, now second, and chasing the leader Action Raider. Now finally laughing has taken over the lead. Then Roll Along Cash on the outside second, and they're halfway home, neck and neck, and now Roll Along Cash has grabbed the lead halfway home in an even 1:02, neck and neck for the lead. Roll Along Cash finally laughing on the inside, then outside Katahdin Country, and he's driving up third, Action Raider fourth, then outside driving up Run Wild, Bob's Birthday, got shuffled back, and he's in between horses now, and he's going to try it from off the pace. The inquiry sign is up here as they drive past the three-quarters. Roll Along Cash finally laughing, racing second, three-quarters 1:31-3 as they drive to the 7/8 pole. It's Roll Along Cash finally laughing's going to try him again here in this final eighth. Then Bob's Birthday, he's got some pace, as does Katahdin Country. Roll Along Cash finally laughing, coming on again, and finally laughing's going to win it here. Roll Along Cash finally laughing on the outside, then Roll Along Cash was second. Time for the mile. 2:02-2. Ricky Collins and Mark McKinnon call the judges stand as we parade back the winner of race number 1, number 3, finally laughing, a 6-year-old son of Di laughing of the Camfella mare Carolina Blue Chip, owned by Mike Clinton, trained by Mike Morris, Gilberto on the bike. And for finally laughing, he's now 3 for 5 on the season, and he gets up in the lane to win it, the mile in 2:02-2. Season's best for finally laughing as he wins 2:02-2, a season's best, finally laughing. Stutters for race 2 at the gate. Gate is moving. Field of 6 behind the gate. Promises, John Davidson. Funday Bay and Gilberto, Arcane Agent Mike Stevenson. Island Exceptional and Dan Dickinson. Wild Cherry, Todd Trites, and Sight Unseen, Stephen Quinn. 6 starters, and a bit rough before the start. Promises. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Arcane Agent out for the early lead. Promises. As mentioned, a bit rough getting to the gate, but he's got the lead around the first turn. Promises, and Davidson out by a pair and moving out. Then Funday Bay gets away now, racing in second. Arcane Agent looking for a spot, and Stevenson's going to angle her in. Island Exceptional gets away, racing in fourth. Wild Cherry is fifth, and trailing the field, Sight Unseen. And after a sluggish start at the start, Promises caught the gate and right to the choo-choo. By that opening quarter, a quick 29-3. Promises. Funday Bay sitting in the perfect pocket, trip second. Then Arcane Agent third, still in Island Exceptional fourth. Wild Cherry, and still no movement yet, and trailing the field, Sight Unseen through the stretch, and Wild Cherry has made a move from fifth, and we'll see if she can grab some cover. Halfway home, led by Promises, and Johnny D. They were by the half in 1:01. and 2. Promises leading. Fun Day Bay is a length and a half back in second. Wild Cherry first up, Advancement now third. Then inside Arcane Agent fourth. Outside driving on Sight Unseen, and Island Exceptional gets the shuffle back as they drive on to the 3/4. Promises. Wild Cherry and Rockin' Todd up to call second now, and she has grabbed the lead from Promises 3/4. 1:33 and 4 as they round the turn. Neck and neck for the lead, but Wild Cherry shows a half-length lead. Promises. Fun Day Bay, and on the outside, Sight Unseen is tipping out 3 wide down the lane, and it's Wild Cherry. Wild Cherry and Fun Day Bay has some racing room now and is coming on. They're in deep stretch. Wild Cherry. Fun Day Bay gets up to win it, and it looks like Fun Day Bay got up for Barrio to win it in the final stride. Wild Cherry gets the deuce, and the time for the mile. 2:05 and 2. Mile in 2:05 and 2. Looked like Fun Day Bay. And back to the winner's circle. Winner of race 2, number 2, Fun Day Bay. 5-year-old daughter of Rustler Hanover out of the Village Jiffy mare, Jiffy Babe, owned by Andrea Dolan, trained by Eric Wilson, Jill Barrio in the bike. And for Fun Day Bay, it's her second win of the season, and this afternoon a season's best of 2:05 and 2. Fun Day Bay shakes loose in the lane and gets up to win 2:05 and 2, a season's best. Strutters for our third race. Behind the gate and approaching the top of the stretch, Atlanta Brave Scratch. Everybody moves in a spot. Tricky Wind now has the inside. Jill Barrio, Megan L. Down now scoring post 2, and Steve Mason. Quality of Money from 3, Dan Dickinson. And Membership now scoring 4, Steve Mahar. Field of 4, race number 3, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Membership on the outside, steps out for the early lead and has it. Tricky Win gets away second. Quality of Money on the outside, ducks in now, racing third, and fourth is Megan L. Down as they pass the opening 8th pole, led by the heavy favorite Membership, and he's on top. Tricky Wind rides in the pocket second. Quality of Money back third, and Megan L. Down trails the field as they step on to the opening quarter, and Mahar as Membership on the lead. The Class C pacer by that opening quarter in an even 30-second flat quarter. It's Membership out a length and a half. Tricky Wind, his first start back, and he's riding in the pocket second. Quality of Money under a tight line in third, and Megan L. Down trails fourth as they pass the 3/8. Membership on the lead. Tricky Wind in the pocket second. Quality of Money is third, and trailing fourth Megan L. Down as they're halfway home, and Membership on the front end mission here, and he's on top, an even well-rated half, a 32-second quarter, and they were by the half in an even 1:02. As they round the turn, Membership, then Tricky Win second. Quality of Money is racing back in third, and fourth Megan L. Down, and Membership takes them up the backside and is starting to move out. Membership, Tricky Win second, then Quality of Money on the outside third, but Membership steps it up and leading a length and a half. Tricky Wind racing second, 3/4, 1:32 and 4, 30 and 4 in that third quarter, and Mahara's Membership on the lead. Tricky Wind is racing second, then third Quality of Money with an 1/8 to go, and it's all Membership here. Membership, then second is Tricky Wind, and third Quality of Money, but it's all Membership here, and he's going to win a jog burger, and he wins easily. Quality of Money gets up for the deuce, and for third, Tricky Wind ahead of Megan L. Down. And for Mahar, just a day at the office, and Membership wins 2:03. Back to the winner circle, winner of race number 3. Number 5, Membership, a 9-year-old gelded son of Herod's, the Armbro Classic mare, High Classic. Owned by Dwight Lamke of Black River Bridge, New Brunswick, trained and driven by Steve Mahar. And for Membership, it's win 36 of his career, and winning this afternoon, 203. First win of the season for Membership, and he wins this afternoon, 203. And again, career win 36 for the 9-year-old veteran pacer. And the starters for the 4th race are at the gate. And the gate is moving. All set for race 4, Color Me Gone on the inside, Mark Haig. Life on the Hoof from post 2 and Jill Barrio. Tisha's Pit Pony, Steve Mahar from post 3. Then we have Island Zane, Rick Armstrong, and outside Emerald Corker, Sam Hodgen. Field of 5 for this, the 4th race. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Life on the Hoof out for the early lead. Island Zane gets away racing in second around the turn. It's Life on the Hoof on the outside. Island Zane is second. Tisha's Pit Pony third. Then Color Me Gone. And on the outside is Tisha's Pit Pony. And off stride and on the run, and everybody by okay, but off stride as well goes Color Me Gone. And the inquiry sign will go up as they drive on to the opening quarter. And up front action as Life on the Hoof on the lead. Island Zane is second. Emerald Corker third. Tisha's Pit Pony. After an opening quarter of 30-3, she sits back in 4th. Then Color Me Gone trails 5th as they drive on single file to the 3/8, led by Life on the Hoof. Then Island Zane racing 2nd. Emerald Corker, Tisha's Pit Pony closing the gap from 4th, and Color Me Gone after the interference break, trailing 5th, halfway home, and led by the 3-year-old filly, Life on the Hoof, racing 2nd, Island Zane, back racing 3rd, Emerald Corker, the half, 103 and 2 as they round the turn, Life on the Hoof. Island Zane is still 2nd, 3rd, Emerald Corker, Tisha's Pit Pony is racing 4th and trailing 5th. Color Me Gone as they race on up the backstretch and drive on to the 3/4, led by Life on the Hoof. Island Zane is at a perfect pocket trip and is staying close to the filly in 2nd. There goes Emerald Corker off the pylons now to challenge and driving on 3rd, 3/4 in 1:35-3. Life on the Hoof, but she's being challenged quickly now by Emerald Corker on the outside 2nd. Island Zane 3rd, Tisha's Pit Pony, and Color Me Gone off the turn. It's Emerald Corker on the outside. On the inside, Life on the Hoof. They're tight in deep stretch. Life on the Hoof inside, and Life on the Hoof is going to hang on. Win here, and in for 2nd was Emerald Corker, and 3rd going to Island Zane. Time for the mile, 2:06 and 2. Life on the Hoof. And again, the inquiry sign is up. Hold all tickets, please. 3-year-old daughter, A Force of Life, for the drop-off mare. Technigality, owned by Elmo KC and Scott Hubbard, trained and driven by Jill Barrio. Life on the Hoof scores her first of the season. It's her first start. And winning this afternoon, 2:06 and 2. 2nd lifetime win for Life on the Hoof. And she wins this afternoon in 2:06 and 2. Driving triple on the day so far for driver Jill Barrio. riding in second. Outside Victory.com coming to third. Rocket Musical, then Camco Kyle. Spotted perfectly, second over in fourth. Rocket Musical now fifth, and trailing six, Memories of Love. They were halfway home, 1:01 and 2. Around the turn and driving to the 5/8. Cam's Man on the lead. Burton Ernie second. Outside Victory.com, then Camco Kyle. Still second over in fourth. Rocket Musical fifth, and Memories of Love six. On to the 3/4 they go. Cam's Man looking to go coast to coast here and looking good on the lead. 3/4, 1:32 and 1. Cam's Man, Burton Ernie is back to second. Victory.com. Camco Kyle tips out 3 wide for the drive now, but Cam's Man has got a jump on the field here with an 1/8 to go. Cam's Man, Victory.com. Burton Ernie coming up the inside. Camco Kyle outside, but Cam's Man took the lead early, and he's going to win it here. Tight for second. Burton Ernie and Camco Kyle right there for second and third, and the time for the mile, 2:02. Cam's Man. Starters for the 6th race are at the gate, and the gate is moving. All set, race 6, field of 7. Hugh K. Bluegrass and Steve Mahar. Consider Me Lucky, John Davidson, Woodmere Coal Dust, and Mike Stevenson. Lucky Northern Star, Mark Haig. Lot of Speed, Doug Beckwith. Barroom Brawler, Gilles Barrio and Salzbrook Dandy, and Todd Treitz. 7 across the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Lucky Northern Star bus for the lead from the inside. Hugh K. Bluegrass, and right there, Woodmere Coal Dust as well as they race around the first turn. And it's Hugh K. Bluegrass on top. Then racing second, Woodmere Coal Dust. There goes Salzbrook Dandy on the outside driving up. He is now second and going for the lead. Salzbrook Dandy takes it now. And Hugh K. Bluegrass lets him go racing in second. Woodmere Coal Dust back in third, that opening quarter. Back in fourth is Lucky Northern Star in opening panel 29 seconds flat. Then we look back in fifth, and it's Consider Me Lucky fifth. Then racing sixth, Lot of Speed, and there goes Barroom Brawler making her move from the back of the pack. 3/8 of the mile in, Salzbrook Dandy leading. Hugh K. Bluegrass second, Woodmere Coal Dust third. Then Lucky Northern Star outside Barroom Brawler. Then Consider Me Lucky and trailing Lot of Speed halfway home. And they were by that marker, 1:01 and 2 around the turn. And Salzbrook Dandy leading. Hugh K. Bluegrass has second. Then racing third inside, Woodmere Coal Dust. Fourth to the outside comes Lucky Northern Star. Right behind her, Barroom Brawler tipping out wide. Then it's Lot of Speed and trailing the field. Consider Me Lucky onto the 3/4, Salzbrook Dandy. He still leads a length and a half. Hugh K. Bluegrass is racing second, 3/4 in 1:33. Salzbrook Dandy. Hugh K. Bluegrass second, then Woodmere Coal Dust third. Barroom Brawler fourth, and 1/8 of a mile to go. And it's Salzbrook Dandy on top. Salzbrook Dandy then racing second. Hugh K. Bluegrass third. Barroom Brawler is coming on strong, late pace, but Treitz has the whip tucked away. No need for it as Salzbrook Dandy wins it. In for second was Barroom Brawler, and for third, Hugh K. Bluegrass and Salzbrook Dandy. The mile, 2:03 and 4. Salzbrook Dandy. Back to the winner's circle, winner of race 6, number 7, Salzbrook Dandy. 5-year-old son of Justice Denied out of the Die Laughing mare, A Little Heaven. Owned by Cassandra Fram and Burt Waddell. Earl Fram trains. Todd Treitz in the driver's seat. First win of the campaign for Salzbrook Dandy this afternoon, 2:03 and 4. Salzbrook Dandy and Todd Treitz, race winners, 2:03 and 4. Starters for the 7th. Approaching top of the stretch, Twin Bee Casino, Sam Hodgen. PJ's Wager, Steve Mahar. Materialism, John Davidson. Giz Can Do, Gilles Barrio and Charlotte's Money, Mike Stevenson. 5 across, here they come. They're off and pacing. PJ's Wager out for the early lead. In between horses, Materialism. Then on the outside, Giz Can Do. Wide around the turn. Then racing fourth, Charlotte's Money. And Twin Bee Casino trails the field as they race on up the backstretch. Racing to the quarter, PJ's Wager. Materialism on the outside going for it. And he grabs the lead now. Materialism, PJ's Wager. And the positions start to sort out as they race to the opening quarter. Back in third, Charlotte's Money, Giz Can Do. He had to take a back seat as he left early, but he now finds himself back in fourth by that opening quarter. 29 and 4, and Twin Bee Casino trails the field as they race to the 3/8, led by Johnny D and Materialism on the front. Racing second, PJ's Wager. Third, Charlotte's Money. Giz Can Do on the move again, and he's on the outside, driving out from fourth. Trailing fifth, Twin Bee Casino halfway home. Materialism 101 and 3 around the turn. Materialism, Giz Can Do on the outside second. Then third, PJ's Wager on the outside. And driving fourth, Charlotte's Money, Twin Bee Casino as they go on up the backstretch. Driving on to the 3/4 they go, led by Materialism. Giz Can Do on the outside, driving second, PJ's Wager third. Then Charlotte's Money, he's looking good, and spotted second over in fourth by the 3/4. 1:32 and 2. Materialism starts to move away a bit here, and leading by 2 again, PJ's Wager. Giz Can Do just not in it this afternoon. He's on the outside. Charlotte's Money now on the inside third. Here comes PJ's Wager out from second. Deep stretch. It's Materialism, PJ's Wager. PJ's Wager is going to get it on the outside, and Mahar gets his second win of the afternoon. PJ's Wager. And the veteran 11-year-old pacer winning. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 4. PJ's Wager. Back to the winner's circle. Winner of race 7, number 2, PJ's Wager. 11-year-old son of House Odds out of the Curtis Hanover mare, Island Kinloch. Owned by Bob McLeod of Moncton, does the training. Steve Mahar in the driver's seat, and PJ's Wager. Free-legged pacer winning his first start back this season. And the mile, 2:02 and 4. Starters for the 8th race at the gate, and the gate is moving. Backup class of the day, we have Rapid Kane and John Davidson, Bando Morris and Mark Haig. Night Stalker, Mike Downey, Ryan's Fancy, Charlie Price. Comical Brilla, Ricky Collins, talking about my boy Todd Trites and Island Hurricane, and Joe Barrio. 7 across the track, race 8. Backup class of the day, here they come. They're off and pacing, going for the lead. Ryan's Fancy, a quick start to the inside. Rapid Kane gets away, racing for it as well around the first turn. Ryan's Fancy clears. Then Rapid Kane second. Bando Morris gets away third. Racing fourth, Night Stalker. Then it's back to Comical Brilla. Talking about my boy and Island Hurricane trails as they make their way onto the opening quarter in the give and go here. And Rapid Kane up to take the lead. Then Ryan's Fancy racing second. Bando Morris third. Night Stalker. Then Comical Brilla talking about my boy and Island Hurricane. We'll try it from the back, that opening quarter, 30 and 4/5. Rapid Kane and Johnny D on the lead. Then racing second, here comes Bando Morris out to challenge. And he's driving up. Ryan's Fancy right there as well. Then from fourth, here comes Comical Brilla. She's out and moving. Night Stalker on the inside, locked in fifth. Then talking about my boy and Island Hurricane trails on the outside as they're halfway home. And they were by the half in 1:02 as they round the turn. Rapid Kane, he'll be tough to beat off that half, and he's leading, racing second. Ryan's Fancy, Bando Morris third. Outside driving fourth, goes Night Stalker. Then on the outside, and got rushing out 3 wide. There goes Island Hurricane. Comical Brilla. Then talking about my boy trails the field now by the 3/4, and Rapid Cane getting everything his way on the lead. 3/4 1, 32 and 3 as they round the turn. Rapid Cane. Then Ryan's Fancy racing second. Night Stalker, Bando Morris, Island Hurricane, and 8th to go. And Rapid Cane. Here comes Ryan's Fancy. And the 2 stablemates going to battle in the lane here. Rapid Cane though, and Johnny D puts the whip away and wins it here. And it's Rapid Cane, Ryan's Fancy, Night Stalker third. 1-2 finish for Charlie Price stable. And the time for the mile, 2-2 and 3, Rapid Cane. And back to the winner's circle. Winner of race number 8, number 1, Rapid Cane. Rapid Cane, a 6-year-old son of Arcane Hanover, the Magical Mike mare. Magical Ball by Jen Marie, Mike O'Neill of St. John, trained by Charlie Price. John Davidson up for the catch drive this afternoon, and Rapid Cane win 3 from 11 starts. The mile 2:02 and 3. Rapid Cane and John Davidson. The mile 2:02 and 3. Ninth race, top of the stretch, Breaking Free and Todd Trites. Twilight Charm, Steve Mahar. Bert and Bert, Mike Stevenson. Magnetic Bank, Gilles Barrio, and outside, Order to Go, Mike Downey. 5 starters, here they go. They're off and pacing, Breaking Free out for the early lead. Order to Go on the outside, driving hard, second around the first turn. Breaking Free, Order to Go on the outside, Adam second. Then racing third on the inside, Twilight Charm as they race on up the backstretch. Magnetic Bank on the outside, fourth. Bert and Bert trails fifth as they race on to the quarter. Order to Go. And he had to work extremely hard to get the front this week. And he finds himself there, though, just before the quarter pole. And check this out, 28 seconds flat for Order to Go. Breaking Free is racing second. Then Twilight Charm third. Magnetic Banker racing fourth. And Bert and Bert trails fifth. Single file order. Past the 3/8. Order to Go on the lead. Racing second. Breaking Free. Then Twilight Charm. Magnetic Banker. They're still single file orders. Order to Go trying to catch a break here. Then Bert and Bert trails the field halfway home. And they were there 58 and 3 around the turn. Order to Go leading, Breaking Free a length and a half. Racing back in third, Twilight Charm, Magnetic Banka. Angling out now from fourth and going on. Then trailing fifth, Bert and Bird onto the 3/4 they go. Order to Go. Still on top, on the outside, Magnetic Banka coming to call second. Breaking Free is still right there, and he's third. Bert and Bert fourth. 3/4 in 1:30 flat, and on the lead still Order to Go, Magnetic Banka. Order to Go though still has the lead. Magnetic Banka outside second, but Order to Go steps it up here in the final 8th. Order to Go, Magnetic Banka second, Breaking Free third. Bert and Bert, but Order to Go, classy veteran here, and he's gonna win it despite the park out in the first quarter. Order to Go survives it here and wins. Time for the mile, 1:59 and 1. New season's mark, Order to Go, 1:59 and 1. And back to the winner's circle. Second straight week here at Exhibition Park Raceway, Order to Go. And again this week, ladies and gentlemen, sets another season's mark here this afternoon, lowering it by 1/5 of a second, winning last week in 1:59 and 2. He's back this week And winning 159 and 1. A 12-year-old son of Dexter Nukes out of the Store Damage mare. Let's Do Lunch. And again, now owned by the Downey Racing Stable. Mike Downey trains and drives, a classy veteran. And for Order to Go, career win number 39. Just needs one more to get to win number 40. And a classy campaigner. Order to Go. He lowers the season's mark at the park here. 159 and 1. Congratulations, Order to Go wins their top class for the second straight week. Trainer driver Mike Downey. And the starters for the 10th race approaching top of the stretch. Mr. Down East and Phil Reed. JR Blue Chip John Davidson. Clutch Sabra, Steve Mahar. Sunrise JD, Joe Barrio. Cambo Time, Bob McNeil. Impishart, Todd Trites, Festus Camby, Mark Haig. And Remember Walter, Mike Stevenson. 8 starters, 10th and final, here they come. They're off and pacing and going for the lead on the inside, JR Blue Chip. JR Blue Chip has the lead, then ducking in for cover behind him, Clutch Sabra. Around the turn, they're 3 wide, now 4 wide around the turn, and way wide to the outside. Driving up, that's Impishart in between horses, Sunrise JD, and Sunrise JD now second. Impishart has the lead, then racing back in third, and Sunrise JD wants the lead, and Impishart hung out to dry. And JR Blue Chip is back in third, 29 and 3 opener, and now getting the 2-hole, Impishart. Then we look back third to JR Blue Chip, then racing fourth and off stride, that's Mr. Down East as they drive on past the 3/8, and your leader up front, Sunrise JD. Then racing second, Impishart, JR Blue Chip third. Then racing fourth on the inside, that's Clutch Sabra. Then back, Cambo Time back in fifth. Then Fastest Can Be on the outside, Remember Walter. And trailing the field, Mr. Down East after the break. They were halfway home in an even 1:01. Sunrise JD on the front. Impishart is racing second, then third. And racing third, that's JR Blue Chip. Outside driving fourth. There goes Clutch Sabra. Then it's back to Cambo Time. Fastest Can Be, Remember Walter. And trailing the field, Mr. Downey. Sunrise JD still has the lead. 3/4 won. 32 and 1. Sunrise JD. Impishart is right there second. Here she comes out to challenge. Then racing third, Clutch Sabra, and Impishart making her move here in the final 8th. Sunrise JD, Impishart on the outside, coming on. They're in deep stretch. Sunrise JD and Clutch Sabra coming on. Sunrise JD, though, has enough left to win it. Impishart gets the deuce. Clutch Sabra. Cambo Time gets up for fourth. And fourth on the day for Barrio. Time for the mile. 2:03 and 1. 2:03 and 1. Sunrise JD. Parading back now, your winner of race 10, number 4, Sunrise JD. 5-year-old mare by Yankee Cam, out of the direct scooter mare, Armbro Ice. Owned by Gastillon Mestel Incorporated. Trained and driven by Gilles Barrio. Gilles Barrio picking up his 4th driving win in the afternoon. And he wins here with Sunrise JD, winning in 2:03 and 1. First in 2 years for Sunrise JD, as the mare wins 2:03 and 1.